exclusion from activities. Somebody is supposed to be included in maybe sharing of something around you, and you deliberately or intentionally exclude that person without any justification, without any reason. Hello, great people. Good day to you all. How are you doing today? I hope this meets you well. And welcome to my channel once again. Today we'll be looking at an issue that is predominantly prevalent in our society, and that is bullying. Bullying is a repeated intentional behavior meant to hurt or intimidate an individual, often involving power balance. Sometimes we see people that are more powerful trying to intimidate the lesser powerful people, those that they think they are stronger than, bigger than, or more experienced than. So such people will always intentionally or repeatedly or from time to time bully that individual that they think is less powerful than them. So we have different forms of bullying. Number one on my list is physical bullying. Number two is verbal bullying. Number three is social bullying. Number four, we have emotional bullying. Number five is cyberbullying. So we'll be taking them one after the other. Physical bullying includes hitting, pushing individuals. You hit the person that you think you are stronger than, hitting the person repeatedly, or often hitting the person, beating the person, flogging the person, pushing. Pushing is another form of bullying. Pushing somebody that you know is not as powerful as you are. Always pushing. Sometimes some people knock on their head, give knock on the head, spank. Spanking is form of bullying. When somebody is always spanking you, or you are always spanking somebody that you know cannot retaliate, that is a form of bullying. Another thing that we do that constitutes bullying is taking stuff that belongs to an individual. If you keep repeating and taking the person's property without the person's consent, because you know the person cannot retaliate, cannot come back at you, it means you are bullying that person. Number two, which is verbal bullying. Verbal bullying includes name calling, calling individuals name, threats, giving threats to people, insulting people without any reason for or any justification for such behavior. That is a form of bullying. When you call people name, big head, monkey, this, that, because you know they are not as powerful as you are, they are not as highly placed as you are, it means you are bullying them. Then the number three, which we talk about, is social bullying. Social bullying includes exclusion from activities. Somebody is supposed to be included in maybe sharing of something around you, and you deliberately or intentionally exclude that person without any justification, without any reason, it means you are bullying that person. Or anybody that is involving in that act is bullying that individual. So when we exclude people without any form of reason or any form of justification, it means we are bullying such person socially. Another form of bullying, social bullying, is spreading of rumor. Spreading rumor about people. Something you didn't see, you say you saw it. Something you have not heard, you say you heard it. Something you don't know, you keep telling people that you know about it. I was there when it happened. I was there. I saw it. I saw him do this. I saw her do this. And it's a lie. You know deep down in you that's a lie. That is a form of bullying. It's a form of social bullying. Another one there is embarrassing people unjustly. You just like or enjoy embarrassing others. Embarrassing people, talking and shouting at them without any form of remorse, any way to justify your shouting. Just shout at people when in the presence of others, in the public. That's a form of social bullying. When we keep embarrassing people, it's a form of social bullying. Okay. Then we'll look at the number three, which is cyber bullying. Cyber bullying has to do with bullying in the internet through social media. Sometimes we see people in social media, when they see content that people drop in social media, they give name to people. They just comment rudely, rashly, without any form of reasoning. That is cyberbullying. Calling people name in social media, calling people name, or insulting people in the social media is a form of cyberbullying. So that's a form of online harassment. Calling people out unjustly is a form of cyberbullying also. Calling people out unjustly just because you heard something or you feel something, you just want to call people out. Sending mean text to people, sending information to people is also a form of cyberbullying or social media bullying. Calling names, insulting, those are forms of cyberbullying. And we also have emotional bullying. There are people that like to play with individuals' emotion, especially when they see that somebody is emotionally attached to them. They like to manipulate people emotionally. That is a form of emotional bullying, and we must desist from it because that can bring about emotional damage to that individual to the extent that the person will not be well emotionally balanced. The emotional health of that individual will be hindered or impeded. That's a form of emotional bullying when you manipulate people's emotion. There are people that blackmail people emotionally, emotional blackmail, because you know that this person is emotionally attached to you. You just want to blackmail the person. That thing that are soft or that is soft spot, that soft spot or that person, you use it against the person from time to time, and you do it intentionally over time just to hurt the person. That's emotional bullying. Bullying causes the following in every individual that is being bullied. Number one, bullying causes anxiety. It causes, number two, it causes low self-esteem. You know, we talked about self-esteem before, that we need to build positive self-esteem or high self-esteem in order to live a balanced and mentally healthy life. So if you want someone to live a mentally healthy life, you don't need to bully that person. We must help that person to come out of any bullying situation. Bullying can cause low self-esteem, which is not good for our mental health. It it causes anxiety, as I said before. It also causes depression. Bullying causes depression as number three. It causes depression. And another thing it causes as number four, it causes low academic performance or poor academic performance. That is another thing bullying can cause because the individual will begin to fear. He will have fear. The person will not concentrate again. So because of lack of concentration and the fear of the bullying, the person will now begin to drop in his or her academic performance or achievement. Okay. Like I said before too, another thing that bullying causes as number five is social isolation. Once somebody is anxious and depressed, the next thing the person goes into is isolation. The person begins to isolate his or herself from people, especially from the circle of the bullies. Person will isolate his or herself. Social isolation. We no longer want to come around people, especially the circle of the people that is bullying him or her. We isolate. Then the last but not the least that I will mention there, in severe cases of bullying, the person will begin to have suicide ideation. Suicide ideation. And we know what suicide ideation can eventually lead to. Can lead to death. Because if the ideation is there and it's not well taken care of, the person will eventually commit suicide. And before we know, the person is gone to the great beyond. So those are the effects of bullying on the victims of bullying. So what to do when you are being bullied? Or if you discover somebody that is being bullied, what do you expect the person to do? Or what do you guide the person to do? Briefly, number one, tell somebody about it. Don't keep it to yourself. Speak out, either to your parents, your teachers, or a trusted adult. Speak out about it. Number two, document it. Documentation. Save evidences of that act of bullying. For example, if somebody is harassing you or bullying you sexually, you cannot tell anybody about it except you have evidences. So you have to save evidences of the act so that people will not misjudge you or misinterpret whatever you are saying. So save evidences. That's documentation. Then number three, seek support. Seek support like counseling or a support group. Go to a counselor, meet a counselor, talk about it to a counselor. Let them help you out of that situation. Keeping it to yourself will not help you at all. Number four, which is the last but not the least, is block or report the act. Block the person or report the person. Like online bullying. If you discover that somebody is bullying you in social media, block the person, block him or her out. Then the person cannot reach you again. Of course, when you do that, that person is permanently blocked. Block or report that number that is bullying you. That's the way to deal with bullies. We'll be stopping there today. Thank you for being with me. It's been nice having you around. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe, watch, like, and share. Bye. See you next time.